So, hello, welcome to Happy Debating Atheists. I am Brent Lee. Um, Rick Wiles has. It's so fun to watch things reverse um, in such an amazing way. Uh, to hear these uh, evangelicals, and this guy's straight out of Florida. Of course he is. Of fucking course he is. He's straight out of Florida, and he's mad at the tech companies because they silenced the the billionaire that he thinks deserves to be able to speak loudly. Uh, and so it's really funny because he wants to silence the other billionaires that have said that he can't, but he wants to take everything from the billionaires. Let's play the clip. Here we go. You ready? Um, it's just. I was gonna do a different one, and then it played to the next one, and I was oh fuck.
If somebody in America put together a political movement to do two main things: break up the power of the tech companies. I mean, bust them up. Don't just slap their fingers. Bust them up. Break them up.
Like in the monopolies of the early 1900s.
I mean, crush the tech companies. Break them up. And to outlaw being billionaires. We've reached a point. I mean, I'm a free enterprise person, and I have no ill will towards anybody in their financial success. Hey, you want to be a zillionaire, a quadrillionaire? I don't care. All right. You want to go buy a planet? Go buy a planet.
Apparently, you do care.
But when you use your money and power to change my life, to take away my rights, to try to force things on me that I object to, that I find morally repulsive, when you try to restrict my free speech, when you try to promote population control, you want to pump vaccines into my body, when you want to change society, you know what? You're my enemy. You're my enemy. And the only way you're able to do it is because you're a billionaire. So then we need to take away your billions.
Oh, man. Oh, that's just so juicy. That was just all of that was brilliant. Getting mad about they're changing my life. You're changing my life. You're hurting my existence, by doing this. You know, you're changing my life, and it's like, dude, like that's why there's so many socialists that have like come forward. I don't even know if I would describe myself as a socialist. I don't know. I'm still a little bit back and forth on the matter. But you know, it's because most people of color, the LGBTQIA plus communities, it's like, dude, these people, like the things that you promote affect their lives, like actually affect their lives. It's not just some like, oh, I'm not allowed to talk on Twitter. No, you actually like you promote the ability to be able to fire somebody, to be able to fire Kevin, because you figured out that that guy that drops him off to work every day is his husband, and go, oh man, oh, fucking, I just can't. That was his husband. That he's. Oh, you mean that he's one of the? Oh, he's fired. Yeah, and you want that to be okay, which affects their, people's lives, you know. And it's just so funny because like, oh, but that doesn't matter. None of that matters, and the billionaires that are, spending millions of dollars to give to hate groups, so that people have the right to do that. That's no big deal. But now it's affected you. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting that now that it affects you, and I still racking my brain to figure out how does it affect you? How, sir? Tell me. I really want to know, but it's like apparently because Twitter and Facebook maybe like flagged some of your posts because, you know, your lies led to a deadly insurrection or something. I don't know. Maybe that might be why he's upset, but "Hey, this is affecting me," and now it's morally repugnant that I, you know, am actually not being catered to by the billionaires. Now the billionaires are the bad guys, the ones I don't like. We should take their money. The billionaire, I should say, that I've supported all this time. Now he deserves everything. Now we should never take his billions. Of course not. Of course not. I wonder if like Trump's watching this and be like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck. Okay, okay. Clearly he's not thinking about all billionaires. Okay. All right. He's not thinking about he's not thinking about me. He's clearly talking about the other billionaires. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Bill Gates, if he was working a job,
He's talking about Bill Gates.
7
That's
to
it.
5, if he was going to work like everybody else, Bill Gates wouldn't be doing this stuff, would he?
No.
Do you go to work 7 to 5? What do people? I thought it was 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. That's like the normal thing, right? 9 to 5. I don't know. I work until the night, so it's not. Those aren't the hours I get. But 7 to 5. That's like 2 extra hours. Damn, it's a long work day.
He's only doing this stuff because he's a billionaire. Take his billions away. Take it away. We need to do it in this country. There needs to be a populist movement in this country. Let's break up the tech companies. Let's take
Felicia and Twissa would be so proud. That's all I can think of. It's like, yeah, take the billions away. Fuck capitalism. Fuck all you guys. Yeah. Here's Rick Wiles going, yeah, totally. That's
the
amazing.
billions. I want to take Bill Gates's billions and give it to the poor. I want to give it to the poor. I want to strip them, completely strip them and give it to the poor. I want Jack Dorsey's money. I want Zuckerberg's money. I want to give it to the poor. I don't want to give it to the government. Oh my gosh.
What entity do you think would be necessary in order to make that transaction happen? Like, it'd have to be the government that would do that, right? Like, what? Well, you just gonna like go up to him and be like, "Hey, man, I want to take. You don't deserve that. You shouldn't have it, and you can't have it anymore," says me. Like, what do you think? Like, you'd have to have the government at your back, in order to do this. You'd have to have some entity that's powerful enough to go, "Hey, billionaire, we're taking all your money away and giving it to the poor." But fuck the government, though. Fuck the government. They can't do anything. Fucking idiot.
Tax them and the government get it. No, give it to the poor. Let's take their money and give it to the poor. Let's bust up their corporations. This country would change overnight. I might run in 2024. I'd run on that platform. Take the money from the rich, give it to the poor.
Please do,
that might
sir.
be my platform
Please.
in 2024.
It's a giving hood.
Yes.
The
I'm gonna bust up the tech companies. I'm gonna take the money from the billionaires, give it to the poor. I might run in 2024 with that platform.
I wish he would. I fucking wish he would run in 2024. Well, no, actually, I kind of hope he does. Because you know what? If Trump has taught us anything, it's that any fucking idiot can run, and any fucking idiot can win. It seems all you got to do is just say that it's always the bad guys are doing all this stuff. You can just make shit up. Apparently now you can just blatantly lie and just say things, and not even. The crazy thing is that you don't even have to like embellish. It's not even embellishing anymore. It's like, building up certain facts to make them seem like they're worse than they are. Like you don't even have to. You can just say the opposite of what the fact is, and it doesn't matter. Your supporters aren't gonna. They're not gonna check. So it's like that one fucking got me, man. I was just like, wow, I can't believe uh Rick Wiles, you know, he must have read some of the Communist Manifesto and was like, yeah, totally. Only in regard to the tech companies, though, because they're silencing us. It's amazing, too, because it's like they invented boycotting. Like, they fucking invented it. I mean, it's like they used to drive companies into the ground if they had any like gay representation or anything like that. The problem is now though that they've lost their power. Like not enough people hate the people they'd like them to hate. And so now it's complete their whole tactic has completely flipped on them, and now they're the ones being canceled or whatever, and it's so funny because this cancel culture, and it's like, yeah, the shit that you do, man, like that's like, well, give me fucking 1 million moms. That's all they try to do, like which is I think why they call themselves 1 million moms, because they're like, seriously, there's a lot of us. I'm not it like there's so many more, like I know there's just a couple thousand on our Twitter page, but there's millions of us, like multi millions. But we're even just playing it down and just saying the one. Okay, it's like Jesus, and that's their whole shtick is watching shit, getting upset about it, and then trying to get whatever it is changed, that or to go into their direction. The thing is, they're not the majority. There actually isn't a million of them. There actually isn't, that many. There's a lot more of us, that are like, hey, we just don't want to be assholes, and we really don't give a fuck, what you believe or how you live your life, like or like especially like with your private sexual behaviors and whatnot. Like, I don't give a fuck, and and that seems to be more of like what's sort of caught on because hey, we're not a bunch of fucking assholes like as a society. Thank goodness, right? But you got so many people that are, against all of that, and they're like, but we are everyone. We are the norm. And it's like they're getting really frustrated that now they're not. And so now it's cancel culture. Now things are they're just taking everything down. And it's like, like I was just watching a thing with Crowder, and he got like banned from Twitter just recently, and they're like, oh, they're just always banning the conservatives. They're banning the conservatives. And it's like, dude, the shit that you guys are talking about led to a deadly insurrection. Like, that's not nothing. Like, that's a big deal, okay? And then you're trying to keep it going, and I think at some point, like, Twitter kind of, like I don't know how well they understand the concept that they were kind of what created the monster, because it was what was used as the president's megaphone to say his blatant lies that were never put in check up until the end of the last year of his regime, you know? Uh, finally, they were like, "We don't totally agree with this tweet." Some people don't agree with this as being, a true fact. And they did that for a bit, which is so fucking like, come on, really? Like that's like you should say this is a false fucking claim. Straight up. Just say false claim. Boom. And put up the fucking Snopes article that's like, here's why this is false. That's how you do that. What the fuck are they doing? It just and then finally they were like, okay, we've had enough. Enough is enough. You're gone. You're done. You know. And then you got all these other people basically saying the same fucking lies, and they're just like, I guess we got to take that down, and and then they start to go on about this, oh, cancel culture nonsense, and it's like, no, dude, the things that you are lying about led to fucking people dying, dude. Like, that's why we can't have that. I don't know. It's frustrating. But yeah, no, he was trying to say that they like a bunch of the addresses were false or that didn't exist. And it was very obvious if you did any kind of like looking into it, that it was just clerical errors, which we had already said from the beginning. Like, and we all know there are clerical errors in elections. Like, that happens all the time. There's always going to be clerical error, and I mean, there are clerical errors for things that are simple and small. And we're talking about a fucking nationwide uh system of voting that includes 50 different states with 50 different processes, that are deemed by each state, is how they determine, what's best for counting votes and stuff like that. And so, of course, you're going to have a shitload of clerical errors, right? Just like little things here and there, right? But it still would never, ever like get to the level of 7 million fraudulent votes. That's insane. Like, and most of the things are easily corrected, and they were, you could still put the vote through because it was like, oh, they just got the address wrong or whatever, just simple little mistakes. And they're harping at this, and it's been months. Like, the fucking election is so super fucking over. Like, it's done. It's been done. And they're still pining at this shit. It's just so sad to me that they can't fucking wrap their head around. Like, it took them 4 years of, like, being, like, happy and having what they wanted. It took them 4 years to be like, and get to the point where they lose an election and be like, "I don't even know what to do." My God, just keep saying the election. We actually did win the election. I don't even know. I don't even know how to live my life. I'm fuck, man. Fuck. It's not like, going on. Fuck, man. Oh, spit, man. Oh, spit. Like, it's just Jesus Christ. Just get over it, dude. Go back on the attack like you did for the 8 years before Trump was there. And it's like they completely forgot like how to, go on the offense like they used to all the time and go against the president, which I would feel like it's easier for the right wing anyway. But what the fuck do I know? I don't know. I've I'm fairly new to this stuff, but it's so sad that I'm this new and this shit is this obvious to me. When I didn't try to even know about anything political before. I was just like, you guys are talking politics. I'm against abortion. You want to talk about that? No, I don't know about policy. Don't talk to me about policy. I don't know anything. I'm against gay people. Yeah, you want to talk about that? We can. Oh no, you're back to policy again. I don't shit. I no, I don't. Whew, I don't know what should be. I can tell you what I think. That was all I could do. You know, that was it. Two issue voter. That's it. Um, but uh, but yeah. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video. I was gonna do the whole thing on the snowball. People trying to melt. They're trying to melt ice, claiming that the ice was actually a. I don't even know what they were trying to claim. Actually, I think they were trying to say. They say that the snow was fake. It was like the mashed potatoes from Home Alone or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, that was. I was gonna do it on that. I'll probably do that one later this week. I want to get more research done. It takes me a minute to do research, and I came into this very unprepared because that video I was just like, "Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this." Fuck it. Like I know I haven't even prepared anything. Let's just do this. I'm going live and everything. Fuck it. Fuck it. But no, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share around to your friends. And uh, we love you. I love you. I do in my heart. All of you, except for some of you that are bad. Don't be bad, because then I won't love you.